right, guys, this is from your homework. Make sure it is exactly from your homework. Actually, this is not your homework. This one is your homework. Exit that. Here it goes. So this was the first screen from your week 16 Desmos homework. Okay. We're going to go through each slide to make sure you guys are good with what's going on here. I did this with my honors and it helped them a ton. So if you need some help, just go ahead and go through this with me. Now, if we're going to go ahead and solve this, the first thing I want you to do is move your letters to the left. We shouldn't have any issues with this one. But I shouldn't say that. If you're having issues, that's fine, but let's just try to figure out where the issue is, okay? Then negative 15x plus 20 equals, bring down the 50, right? I want to see all of this work. I want to see all your steps on the screen. Then you're going to subtract 20. You're going to move your constant to the right. And you're going to get negative 15x equals 30. Divide negative 15. There's a negative in there. So 15 goes into 32 times, and it's a negative 2. All right? Sorry about that. Move this up here somewhere. So there's your first slide. Okay? Make sure you show the work. You can pause it and look at it. The best thing to do is actually try to solve it on your own and then maybe check your work with this. Okay? All right, this one, we're going to go ahead and distribute. There's a lot of distribution on this benchmark. You got to distribute quite a bit. Negative 8x. Don't forget the negative. Plus 12 plus 8 equals 100. Okay? And then from there, we're going to combine like terms. You see those two terms? These two terms right here, 12 and 8, can be combined. So negative 8x just comes down. 12 and 8 makes 20. We combine like terms. Equals 100. All right? From there, I'm going to subtract 20. Negative 8x equals 80. And after that, go ahead and just divide negative 8. Okay. Negative 8 goes into 80 10 times, but there's a negative. All right, and there's your answer. Okay. All right, next slide. This one, I would want you to open up your calculator for this one because there's some calculations you got to figure out. So let me clear this off. And I think we need to get fancy with this. So let me go ahead and try to do this. I can leave that there. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and minimize it. And then, oh, you guys caught me. There's my Santa Claus dad joke slide. That's funny. All right. Now, let's make this a little smaller too. What happened to this guy? Where did my calculator go? All right, we're going to make this off as in too. All right, if I put that one there and I put this one here, maybe that'll work. All right, we'll see. All right, I have this guy over here. I wish it would just chill there. And then this is what I wanted to do. Sorry about that. Now, you're just going to plug this in, right? So go ahead and go 12. What is it going to be? Times 12, right? That's the first jump. 12 times 12. And that's going to be 144. B. All right. What about the next jump? And actually, I'm going to move this over a little bit because it's going to be a lot. Right. That was the first jump. What about the second jump? 12 times 5.25. Just use your calculator. All right. 5.25. If you do that math, you get 63. Okay. So then it's going to be plus 63. So those are the first two jumps. 144b plus 63. All right, what about the next one? What's this going to be? 9 times 16? 9 times 16? Interesting. When I do this jump, I get 144b. Okay. And then what about the last jump? 9 times 10.5. 94.5. All right. I'm going to stop you here because once you've done all this, you need to recognize what's going to happen here. Look at this variable. Now, you would combine like terms. If there were any other b's over here or numbers, you would combine together. If there were b's on this side, like if it was 2b over here too, like it would be added to this. But since this is the last of the variables on both sides, and they're the same, you know it's either going to be infinite solutions or no solutions. Now, no solutions would mean same variables, different constants. And this answer is no solutions. So what did you really have to do here? You have to distribute. You have to do the distribution. That wasn't difficult. I just used a calculator, wrote it out, and realized, oh, I got the same variables. I saw 144, and that's a weird number, b, on both sides. Well, that means something. All right, you can do this. You can do this. All right. Okay, back to the calculator. So let me clear this out. I'm going to go ahead and do this distribution, right? So 1/4, I'm going to hit my fraction button right here. Boom, 1/4, right? And then I'm going to move this over times 28. 1/4 times 28. There is an m there. You're not going to write m in the calculator. You're just going to do the math here, do this jump, and you get what? 7. 1/4 times 28 is 7. Don't forget the m. So 7m. Okay. Now, what's the next jump? 1/4 times 4. Okay, fraction button. 1/4 times 4. What do you get? 1/4 times 4 is 1. All right. So now that next jump is going to be plus 1. Bring down the 6m. Just bring it down. Equals 144. Okay. All right, now you can keep solving, but your first step before you go any farther, look at these two. Are those like terms? You've seen those a lot. Okay, so 13m. Where did I get 13? I brought those together. Just bring down your 1. That was right here. Equals 144. Now keep going. You're going to subtract 1. 13m equals 143. 143. And then now let's see if we can do this division. I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to divide, right? We're going to divide here. 13. And then again, I wouldn't want you to do this in your head or like write it all out. I want you to plug this in the calculator. So you could either do it a couple different ways. It is division. So when you type in the calculator, or you could actually even make the fraction. If you made the fraction here, 143 and 13, look what you get. If you did it just like this, okay? Or even if you wrote 143 divide, see the division sign? Look what it does. Divided by 13. Right? That fraction bar actually means division. So m equals 11. Again, this problem looks intimidating, but it's not. You can totally solve this using the skills and the tools you have. All right? Next problem. Okay, you guys got this one. We're just going to distribute. Distribute and letters to the left, numbers to the right. 4x plus 6 equals 4x plus 3. Now, if you didn't notice it, it's okay. But this is a special problem. If you didn't notice that my variables are the same and my constants are different, but if you didn't notice it, it's okay. Well, if you did this, if you try to do the math, negative 4x, negative 4x, these are going to cancel out. You could have 0x here plus 6 equals 3. Okay? Then what do? Subtract 6. Okay? So then you're going to have 0x equals negative 3. Well, what times 0 is going to equal negative 3? Nothing. You can never have, when you have a 0x, you know it's either going to be infinite or no solutions. And the only way it would be infinite if this was 0. But it's not. So if it's not 0, no solutions. And I realize I gave you 2 of those on here. All right, no solutions. Oh, next one. In order for Jimmy to rent a canoe, he has to pay $100 up front, interesting, and $20 per hour. Per hour. This is the change. If you were graphing this, this would be the slope. So this is what you could write it out like this: 20h plus 100 would make sense, okay? But in the way this problem is going to work, you don't need to put the y. You're going to see in a second on the next problem that all I need to see is that you are understanding how to set up your change, where the variable is going to go, and your constant. What's the variable in the problem? What's the constant? Okay. Next problem. Billy has a bank account and he started with $100. Interesting, that's important. Then he put away $50 per each month. All right, I'm gonna do different colors here. So let me just, and then, okay, well, we can keep going. Sandy has an account where she starts at $0 and puts away $100 every month. So you can tell the time frame is months. We're gonna use that as a variable. So up here, actually right down here, I'm gonna go ahead and put the blue one first. It's gonna be $50 every month plus 100. That's Billy. Guys, your problem is just like this on the benchmark, so make sure you take your time on this one. It's a tough one, but there's only one of them on there. The next one, it's $100 every month plus how much? 0. They started with 0 in the account. Okay, bank accounts start at 0. Many of them. Sometimes people put money in right away when they start a bank account, but it started at 0. No big deal. Now, letters to the left. Now it's just a simple two-step equation. Letters to the left. My bad. That cancels out, but move the 100m over here. Now that becomes negative 50m plus 100. All right, then move your 100 over. You're going to get negative 50m equals negative 100. Divide it. Negative 50 and negative 100, two negatives, m equals 2. That was a tough one. But again, I want to make sure you've seen this before the benchmark happens. I want you to be able to see what's going on in these problems, because you may see them again even in Unit 3 after winter break. Okay?